Chapter 360 418's Animatronics project.
Our project is an ecosystem that can be displayed at a science center. It highlights several biotic and abiotic factors of a forest environment and demonstrates key ecosystem functions.
This is a flowchart of how our project works.
To start, the user says,
Alexa, trigger ecosystem exhibit.
We programmed Alexa so that when this specific phrase is said, it performs two main actions. First, it begins playing nature sounds through the speaker. Secondly, it triggers another software called IFTTT to call a code function on our internet-connected Photon microcontroller. When IFTTT calls the function, it passes the string start as a parameter. When the Photon receives this, it activates and begins executing code, which causes it to perform four main actions simultaneously. First, the Photon controls this servo motor.
this blue servo motor rotates 90 degrees, which activates our limit switch sensor. That activates both of our pneumatic circuits.
Our first circuit uses control relays, DCVs, limit switches, and a cylinder to create a reciprocation circuit. The reciprocation circuit moves the fish's tail back and forth using our cabling system.
So our second circuit moves the turtle. Our turtle is our second motion. So we have a dummy cylinder at the bottom that extends and retracts and hits two limit switches. This uses a replication circuit to move this cylinder out here at the bottom to make the turtle move up and down.
The second thing the Photon does is send an electrical signal to an Arduino microcontroller.
Once the microcontroller receives the signal, it starts the servo motor.
This is our third movement.
The bear moves through the use of an interior skeleton, which is attached to the servo motor. The third thing the Photon does is send another electrical signal to a second Arduino microcontroller.
When this microcontroller receives the signal, it controls both strands of light, moving in a wave-like pattern.
Lastly, the Photon sends another electrical signal to a third Arduino microcontroller. After this microcontroller receives the signal, it controls this DC motor. The motor turns a sprocket which has the chain attached and causes the frogs to move across the underwater portion of our project.
Here's our project working all together. Alexa, trigger ecosystem exhibit.
We made many iterations to our design as we completed the project. Originally, we planned to have two of our movements incorporate the bear by moving its head and arm. We decided to change this because we wanted to incorporate the turtle, frogs, and the fish.
We also worked to make our project more interactive. As the project runs, the user can read information cards and ask Alexa to tell them more about a specific component of the project. For example, Alexa, tell me more about frogs.
The frogs moving across the underwater portion of the exhibit serve as an indicator species for the ecosystem. Indicator species are sensitive to environmental changes such as pollution. Therefore, their health indicates the health of the ecosystem.
Our main problem was with our electrical system. We had the design correct, but we had it wired to the wrong place. After we found and troubleshooted our problem and fixed it, we were able to move quickly and everything worked.
The biggest challenge we faced as we completed our project was with communication. Our school's operating on a hybrid schedule, which means half the students come in on Monday, Tuesday, and the other half come in on Thursday, Friday. Therefore, we were unable to meet with our team as an entire group, so we had to communicate via text message, Zoom meetings, and email. Overall, this enabled us to grow our communication and leadership skills, and we were able to finish our project successfully and on time.